Day 5, halfway through, a lot's been done, but there's still a lot left to do. Team Mac has been working on getting the engine and trans into their S10, and PRW provided multiple parts, but one of them is this SFI chromoly flex plate. You can see the sticker right here, it's SFI certified, which means it's super safe. It's made out of chromoly, so it's lightweight and it's actually a stronger material. This is what connects the engine to the transmission.
We finally got the motor and the transmission in, and the steering shaft was going to be in the wrong place. We're using an LS engine with truck manifolds, and the steering arm was going through what would be the #1 cylinder right down the middle of it. And we notched the side of the opening and moved the steering column over, which gave us the angle we needed to get to the steering box without having to buy a new steering shaft. The rest is done. Motor's in.
Try to be flawless in what we do. You know, that's where David Reese comes into a big play with us, because he's so good at his chassis setup and so good at the car setup. He was a very crucial part in this thing, because that's one more thing I don't have to worry about.
Homegrown's El Camino has come a long way in the last few hours. David's been working on getting the turbo in place. Man, his welds look good. Turbo placement's nice.
I feel really good. We've got a really strong motor going together.
Jim House Senior's actually putting their new E3 coils onto the engine, and it looks like a factory coil, but it is much different. It still has like the factory style cooling fins. It plugs in like a factory coil, but it has 15% higher voltage than a factory coil and 20% more spark energy. She gonna make some power.
We started with a junkyard block, went and had the machine work done. I built the motor right here in the shop, but I've got confidence in my ability. Now that might make a fool out of me here in a minute. It might kick the rods and the crankshaft out on the ground, and if it does, we'll be hunting another motor, but I think we're gonna be okay. This isn't a points championship here. This is one and done. So with one and done, you don't ever know what somebody else is doing. If I feel like somebody's laying back, we're gonna have a bunch on a scramble button, and I'm gonna instruct Amanda to mash it through the steering wheel. We will probably slow play to begin with, but at some point, we're gonna let that thing eat. And you know, when it does, hopefully I make that right choice.